I introduced the idea of A/B split testing to my students. I learned later that Google discovered it for themselves in 2000. Of course, I wrote a book on 1991 about it, and I didn't invent A/B split testing. But in terms of the entrepreneurial internet marketing world, I was the first. In fact, at the very first system seminars, I gave out copies of my 1991 book, Testing the Key to Direct Marketing Profits, whoever I called it. Number one was test. And you can test everything. You can test book titles. You can test offers. You can test prices. You can test, a million and one things. In fact, the 4-hour work week was the result, and he came up with that book in 2007. In 2002, we taught people explicitly how to test book titles using A/B split tests on Google. Yeah. When you're early, it's like if the first guy to land the first European in Virginia, he could say, well, I'm the first guy to play the harmonica. I'm the first guy to milk the cow. I just happen to be that guy. It's just, and the thing that I want to say, my favorite saying about creativity is this, and it came from Edwin Land, who invented the Polaroid camera, which nobody who's our age won't even know what that is, but it was a brilliant invention. He said, creativity is the sudden cessation, the sudden ending of stupidity. And so I feel that all my creative activity is not genius. It's this. Suddenly I became not stupid on certain subjects. Right?
Well, you were at the forefront watching what others at the forefront were doing. And, you weren't, once you figured out that there was no guy or no gal who knew, then you were smart to put yourself in that position. And it's not like now where the influencers, we're all talking about NFTs when Bitcoin was down, and now they're all back talking about, there's like a whole bunch of Me Too's. I mean, this was at a time when there was no one else talking about it. And frankly, there wasn't a whole lot of people who cared and to listen about it. But there were, the smart people did, and it really turned into a movement. And again, at that first system seminar, A/B testing, the compelling opt-in, having, like you said, some sort of newsletter, some sort of, art about why you should opt in, email follow-up, sales page with long copy, upsell, cross-sell, downsell, track and test, traffic and conversion, and my favorite, lifetime relationship.
Right.
These were these 8 foundations of the system in 2002, and it's the foundation of the systems and today. And it's amazingly remarkable how much foresight you had, because there really isn't anything other than that even today.
Right, and the only thing I would add though is some people are playing it like a violin. They've taken those and I have to say, Caleb, I have to shout out.
Yep.
When I read his book Conversion, my head's exploding. I'm like, oh my God, this is like I don't know if people, Jimi Hendrix, like this is the Jimi Hendrix of all this stuff. Or if you like classical music, this is the Paganini or the Horowitz of all this stuff. I really do. And I fully believe that. I think.
That's awesome.
If people want to see, okay, where do we take this how do we get to a higher level? It's like understand the foundation first. Mm-hmm. And I think those 8 principles that you mentioned, and they're in the book, that's the foundation.
So if you enjoyed this clip and you'd like to benefit from more monetization secrets, go and register now for Monetization Daily. You can go to monetizationresearch.com to get it. It is a free newsletter that is absolutely awesome. It is delivered to your email inbox, and it contains lots of great monetization tips, tactics, and strategies that you will love. Again, head on over to monetizationresearch.com to get it now.